if you're on peptides, you might hate me for this video, or you might be wonderfully happy to see this video because I might be saving your life. Who knows? The jury's still out. Now, what am I talking about? I am talking about growth hormone stimulating peptides. And if you are on peptides or interested in them, chances are that you are on them or being put on them because they have wonderful benefits. In the short term, they can make you feel pretty much superhuman. I did a video on a different one, BPC 157 and TB 500, the Wolverine stack, similar to that, but growth hormone stimulating peptides are even more powerful. They will basically make you sleep better, make your skin better, your hair better, they will make you tone up, lose belly fat, get your whole body composition better. So you basically just feel wonderful, superhuman, and who doesn't want that, right? Now, the problem with it that there is a potential huge downside, and research hasn't proven that it doesn't do that yet. So it hasn't proven its safety, and that is a really big downfall. Now, growth hormone, the thing is that as we get older, we naturally produce a little bit less, and that contributes to aging and decline. Now, what we then think is if we inject something, a peptide that stimulates it, it must be good. Now, the research sadly with growth hormones has been different, and this is not for growth hormone stimulating peptides but for the actual growth hormones. They found that if they were when they were kids, they did lots of research in kids with a genetic mutation where they don't produce enough growth hormone and they just don't grow enough, and there's a lot of downsides to that. And they would inject them with growth hormones, and they would have a lot higher incidence of cancer and much sooner cancer development than in other people, and much worse cancer development. So there would be worsened outcomes. Now, what they found, and this is the interesting part, is that even if they just gave them as much growth hormones as it would to get them to the normal levels of their age-related groups, it would still contribute to a higher risk of cancer. So that is if you inject actual growth hormones. Now, growth hormone stimulating peptides work a little bit differently, and we're not quite sure yet whether they have the same downsides as growth hormones injected directly, or whether they might have mitigated those risks might not be there because it's much gentler. Now, growth hormones, similar to things like melatonin and cortisol, actually have a circadian rhythm. So there's a pulsatility. They don't just get injected and come out. Our body doesn't just produce them all the time. They're actually circles throughout the day in our circadian rhythm, ups and downs. And that seems to be helpful for promoting the benefits, but not shooting over and promoting cancer growth, for example. Now, growth hormone stimulating peptides seem to actually be mimicking the natural pulsatility. So there is a chance that research will prove them to be safe. There currently just isn't that research isn't there yet. And there is definite research that shows that injecting actual growth hormones has a higher risk of cancer. So why would you want to inject something with a potential really big downside, right? You might want to feel better now, but isn't the whole point of longevity that you don't just look and feel better right now, but actually also have that in the long run? And I don't know about you, but for me, having a cancer a cancer diagnosis and potential metastasis isn't quite like that. There are also a few other downsides to excessive amounts of growth hormones, such as potential bloating and water retention and carpal tunnel syndrome. It can also mess with our blood sugar balance. So all of these, we're just not sure yet whether growth hormone stimulating peptides have the same downsides as actual growth hormone injections. And until that is proven to be safe and different, we don't know whether they have the same outcomes or not. Growth hormone injections, definitely not good for us. Growth hormone stimulating peptides, maybe not good for us. We just don't know that research yet. I would personally stay away. I will personally not recommend that to any of my clients, but I do know that a lot of people are being put on them because they do make you feel like superhuman right now. I would love to have your thoughts. What do you think about this? Are you on them? How do you feel on them? The problem is obviously that they most likely will make you feel wonderful right now, but we just don't know the safety data within 5 or 10 or 15 years. This is not a quick where you take the peptide and within a month you have the downsides. It's something that might accumulate long term. The other things are what they do is growth hormone stimulating peptides stimulates growth hormone release, but that then stimulates something called IGF-1, which makes the body grow things, and if that's too much, it stimulates cancers. And the other thing it does, which is also just not beneficial from a cancer preventative perspective, it stops something called apoptosis, which is cell death, programmed cell death. When a cell is mutated or not doing what it should be, the body is really good at cleaning it up and killing it off. That's called apoptosis. Now, IGF-1, if it's upregulated too much, has been shown to stop that. So not only might it promote cancer growth and development, it then also stops us from getting rid of those mutated cells and kill them off and get rid of them and support and suppress cancer prevention. Now, I want your thoughts. What do you think about it? I'm still curious, so I would personally not experiment with this yet until there's more safety data, but I know a lot of people are willing to do so.